Okay guys, so with the teaser trailer for Solo out, I just want to talk about a few of the things I saw in it that might interest some people. Of course, Star Wars fans, and maybe not even Star Wars fans, but there are a few details in it that are worth talking about, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, it starts off with Han Solo narrating he was kicked out of the flight academy. Now this is keeping in line with what happens in the EU, but also take note of right there of the golden dice that we're seeing in Star Wars The Last Jedi most prominently recently, and of course they were barely visible in the original, but hey, they're paying tribute to that. We of course do get a good look at the outside of the Millennium Falcon as it is in this movie. Now of course we know that the ship looks far different in this film than what we end up with in the familiar films we know everything with, so I guess it's going to be the evolution of the ship. Because as much as it is a Han Solo story, it is of course a story of his ship, which goes hand in hand with the character. We then have a few shots such as Emilia Clarke's character, who we knew would play a big role considering she was on the actual advertising like toy stuff that came out, and then a really interesting one shows up. A character many people are believing is playing the comic book character that showed up in the new Disney Star Wars canon, this being the character of Sana. She's actually very prominent in the Disney Star Wars comics, and if you guys want more info on her, you can definitely check that out, but essentially she shows up as Han Solo's wife. We get a rather good look at Chewbacca on a frozen planet. We can see, it's more or less the same Chewbacca we know. They haven't really changed much. I was really afraid they were going to go the Yoda route in the prequel, or at least episode 1, and trying to make him look young and kind of mess it up. But no, Chewie looks safe here. We see that there is going to be a giant standoff. I'm assuming this is going to be quite a cool sequence. From what I understand, a lot of emphasis is being put onto how this movie is a heist film. So seeing how these guys are probably having something stolen from them, it's probably going to be pretty cool. And then finally them escaping some sort of giant tentacle monster thing in space. No idea what this is, but hey, it looks like it's going to make for an interesting sequence, so that's pretty cool. Maybe it's part of the Kessel Run, but we don't really know at this point. But really anything can happen with Star Wars, and honestly I'm really excited. I like this trailer. I thought there was a few cool things, and I really can't wait to see a full-on trailer for this.